Hey guys, it is the next day. In the last video I tore down the carburetor on the Samurai and I was soaking the seat belts and the strap for the rear fuel tank in some dye. So the Sammy's back together, it runs, and here is my little dye bath. You can see all the salt. I added a ton of salt. And I didn't realize until I was editing last night that I probably should have added vinegar, not salt. I don't know what I was thinking when, I guess in my brain I was thinking these are made out of cotton, but I think nowadays they're made out of polyester, but back then I'm pretty sure it was nylon. So for nylon you're supposed to add vinegar, so I probably should do that. Here's how we're looking. It's hard to tell. I think the belts were actually gray. This is the part right up by the recoil mechanism thing, so that was never in the sunlight. So they were looking gray to begin with. I don't know why, if they were gray, why the other ones turned like a tannish color. But I guess I could pull some of this out. See, it's almost got like a purpley gray hue to it. I don't know if it's... I just really think I should probably add the vinegar and let it sit longer. I'm sure it'll be in this video, but that's 2 packs of dye, probably at least 2 cups of salt, and I did it with hot water. The problem was when I first pulled, I thought the only instructions were on the back of the box, and then I realized after I started doing it that there was a bunch more instructions on the inside of the box. But at that point I had already wasted 1 packet and did it with cold water and didn't pre-wash. I still didn't pre-wash. How are you going to pre-wash that? But my mom was saying that vinegar actually helps it not bleed later on. And I know they do make a... I should have bought it when I was there, but they do make a solution that you can add to it that keeps it from bleeding later on. But because that would kind of suck to be like have a white shirt on and put your seatbelt on and then end up with a black stripe. But anyways, when I may or may not have driven this thing the other day, it was making quite a racket coming from this, and I remembered that when I painted the bumper the other day, I forgot to put that seal. There's like a weather seal. I guess I should pull all this back off, but there's a weather seal in there that I didn't ever put back in. So this is kind of a pain in the butt to have to do this every time you want to get in there, but yeah, right here is where that seal goes. It's this thing, and I believe I have a brand new one for that, so I was gonna throw that on if I can find it. Give me a sec. Alright, my phone's in the direct sunlight, so I probably don't have a whole lot of time. I don't know if there's one direction or the other that this thing is supposed to go. I would assume the longer part to the outside, maybe? Or would that be to the inside? Should have paid attention when I took... Yeah, maybe to the inside. Should have paid attention when I took the other one off. Oh, wow, that doesn't... That feller doesn't just slide right on there, does it? Ow. Look at that line I just... What am I doing wrong here? Okay. There it goes. Phone's gonna overheat before I even get this damn thing on. Jeez Louise. Give me a sec here. Alright, it's in there, but this side's sticking up way, it stops right here. So I can always cut that, but that side's flush. But I don't know if I have it, if it goes this way or the other way. I'm pretty sure this is correct. Okay, let's see if it makes a noise like it's... Yeah, that's not good. That's it's from the weight of the tire. Sounds like it's pushing out on it. I think I'm going to have to loosen those screws and raise it back up now that the weight of the tire's on there, but yeah, because it just dropped when I did that. I have to lift it up. That's a lot of weight on this thing. So I'll get my drill. Alright, it needs to be propped up a little bit, so I think I'm going to try to set a rag on both sides. If that helps it. Maybe. Hold the tire up. Now we'll see if that was enough. Probably not. Hey! Nice! Sure, after it hits some bumps and stuff, it might not be, but I should probably wash this thing. You can hear that new rubber in there. Feels pretty solid. Well, that's awesome. Why I'm putting this back on, I think I wanted to do some other stuff back there, but yeah, need to cut that, don't I? Jumping the gun. Okay. Buddy. I think I will probably cut that because it sticks up too high. And then over there, that one looks kind of squished, so I think I'm going to pull it back off. And this other end looks kind of squished too at the very top. I might cut both sides. I think I will. Alrighty guys, it's on there. I cut it to size and it looks pretty good. I think I got it on there the right direction. So let's see how she closes. I'll just throw that in there. Nice. Yeah, like I said the other day, it was, I don't hear nothing now. It's rocking the whole vehicle, but the other morning, not that I drove it to Circle K, but with expired tags or anything. But I had a dream that I drove it and it was just making a lot of metal on metal noise back here. And I was like, oh yeah, I never did put that back on. So it's just covered in pollen or that yellow stuff from the trees. How much yellow there is in the yard. This is so ridiculous. One tree does all this. Look at the rocks. Look at the road. And if you saw the last video, you saw what that dust devil did. Anyways, I really need to wash this thing, but I'm just gonna put this back together for now. I don't know what I was thinking. I've always had problems with these zippers. So it's never been able to zip all the way down right here, and it had kind of worked its way up from me messing with the thing. So I am going to try zip it up. I actually have another soft top and I've been waiting to put it on because you see how much dust and crap gets on this one. I just don't want to ruin it before it's even completely done. So I was gonna run up to my parents' house and get some vinegar. See, that's what it does. Dang it. I just don't understand it. It's always, from day one, the zipper has never wanted to work. And it's not just this zipper, there's several of them that never wanted to work if you go back and watch those videos. Well, I don't know. I guess until I replace it, the Velcro is just going to have to do. Yeah, as I was saying, I may or may not take this over to my parents' house. So I want a little extra insurance that this isn't going to fly off. Jeez. Oh, come on. Oh, you piece of junk. Wow. No good. Okay. Get one more of this stuff. I don't think it's designed for these temperatures. It's like gum. Jeez. See, it doesn't stay with the liner. It's totally... Jeez, I feel like I'm gonna pass out or something. I was just using filtered water out of the sink and then wiping it down with a dry rag. And as fast as I could wipe it, it's already dry. Like I have to go like that and like that to not leave anything behind. But I did notice a few spots on the vinyl that I'm not happy with. If you saw my video a few videos ago, this is very disappointing right here, and I don't know why it came back, and now I don't know what to do other than rewrap that piece. I'll have to see if I even have enough. It goes from here to about here. I know I have enough width, but we'll have to measure and see if I got enough. I'm gonna run up to my parents and get some vinegar so we can add it to that. Probably wondering why I don't just go to the store. My mom hasn't seen this thing in a long time, so wanted to show her. But anyways, if I don't get pinched, I will see you guys here in a little bit. Boy, I'm really not being smart this time. The reason why I'm going over to my parents is to get some vinegar from my mom. And what's the reason for that? To tie the seat belts. So where are the seat belts then? Oh, they're in a vat of water. So yeah, I'm just going real slow and taking the back roads. But, feels so naked, believe me. If you're used to it, it feels really naked without it. Oh, I just saw a sheriff. Not good. I thought being a Sunday they'd be at church or at home. Oh, there's a cyber truck. I've never seen one of them in real life before. Cool. Okay, I'm still hearing that freaking noise back there. It's like a metal on metal clunking noise. I think it may be the latch for the tailgate. I'm not sure. I'm not hearing it right now, but a minute ago when it was really bumpy, I could hear it. Check out this view. Very cool. I think I actually do need one of these on the underside. There's a hole for it. Oh, I never put the screws in either. Shoot. Well, my dad's doing some rock crawling here in the desert. This is funny. We're not even in four-wheel drive yet. He hasn't driven it since like the day I bought it, so. Oh, watch the wrap. Yeah, this is good. I think we hit a dead end. Alright. Hopes of preserving the wrap, we're going to turn around. It's kind of burying itself, so we're just going to test it out here. Oh, shit. I don't know if that rotated far enough. That one did. Hold on. Lock. Yeah, we're locked. Okay, you should be Locked. Here, I'll stay out and film it. Good times, right behind somebody's damn house. I just came over to get some vinegar, and we're having fun. I think it's in 4 low. That's funny. Alright.
That's 4 low.
Huh?
I don't know if it was...
Up here is low,
Yeah,
and then
I
in the
went
middle is
over and
neutral, and over...
So this is low. Let's see what it...
We're in sand right now. It should just crawl right out of here. Doesn't look like much on the camera. Oh, that was fun.
This is low, though.
Huh?
I don't think we're in 4
Yeah, it's not very low, but it is in 4 low. Put it in 4 high.
Well, you got to stop.
Yeah. Okay, so we're in 4 low, we think. Okay. I think that's high. Anywhere down there on the bottom, I think that's 2, that's 4.
I think that's high.
Yeah. I do.
Must be.
If you dump the clutch, feel all 4 of them spin, well, no, it's locked in. Oh, that's a nice yard. Oh. It's actually fairly smooth for how bumpy that was. Not too bad. I remember when I was younger, I used to ride my bike in this neighborhood, and there was like a community pool up here, and I would always look to see if there was any girls in bikinis and stuff. And now that it's summertime, it's probably all like, this is like an older community, so probably like 80-year-old ladies in there. But it's right there. Nope. I haven't seen nothing good in that pool for like 20 years. So I was just looking at some analytics, the analytics for my channel, and it looks like it's a bunch of geezers like me that watch. 97.7% male. And this is what blew me away. Only 29.3% of the people watching are from the US. So, and then I guess this is how, I've never had this before, but this is how the other YouTubers know that the majority of the people are not subscribed. So 65% are not subscribed. Anyways, pretty interesting. 30%, so that means 70% of people watching are not from the US, but it only gives 2 other countries, Italy and Spain. So maybe if I click on it. Oh, cool. That's pretty awesome. So there's the breakdown of all the other countries that people watch from. I'll have to go through that later and look, because I'm always trying to figure out what time I should do videos, and I was always doing it on East Coast time here in the US, but I guess that doesn't even matter if it's only 30%.
You a hungry boy? Oh, you are, aren't you? Oh, jeez. I wasn't gonna give you all that. I was gonna split it for your cage, and let me dump some out. God, he's so violent when he's hungry. Screw it. I'll just give you all that. You're not gonna eat it anyway. You're gonna pick through it and leave all the stuff. He's so messy. Such a messy boy. aren't you? Yes, you are. You're a slob. What are you eating out of there? Just the seeds, huh? No wonder you have the shits. You're supposed to only eat hay. You don't eat the one thing you're supposed to eat. Guess that's our fault, but he acts like he's starving. I mean, he's clearly round. But anyway, don't know what to do with you, dude. Okay, I got the vinegar. I need to drop a little volume here. Wow, that's... I guess that's pretty dark. Can't see through it. This looks like grape juice or something, though. I'm not sure how much vinegar to add. It said 1 cup per package, so I'm assuming 2 cups. How much is 1 cup? 8 ounces? 16 ounces? Hey Google, how many ounces is 1 cup?
1 cup is 8 fluid ounces.
8 ounces, so that's probably... I gotta hurry up before I stain Jenny's cup. Says her name right on it. I think 8 ounces is probably, I don't know, like that or something. I have no idea. I'm totally winging this. That's probably like 10. We'll just do 20. 22. Whatever. Hey, that cleans it out pretty good. Maybe I should do a little more. Ah, shoot. It stained me. Okay, I'm gonna go clean this off. Okay. It's crazy how the salt just soaks right up. Some of the inner parts. Like these look kind of purplish. Probably had it wound too tight in there. Get in there. I'll just fill you back up then. You don't want to cooperate. Alright, so the camera's not very steady right now. I removed this little bottle, the overflow. My dad was saying he thought there was, after driving this thing, he said he thought there was too much play in the steering. So that's kind of what I'm trying to adjust here. Trying to get you some light. Hopefully you can see it with that. So down here at the end of the steering box, there's a nut and then basically a threaded dill with a flathead on top. So I think from the research I did, you loosen this nut and turn the screw. The guy that I watched said he turned it 1 revolution, but let me see if I can break it loose first without breaking my knuckles. Ah, shoot. Okay, yeah, that's loose. So now I will, before we do any adjustments though, let me show you the play that I currently have. Okay. Any more than that and the wheel, well, about any more than that and the wheel actually turns. It's kind of hard to tell, but I figure it's about 2 inches maybe. So with that loose, it started out at about not quite straight like this, but just a tiny bit. Like if that was 12 o'clock, probably the 2 o'clock position. So Do I dare go a whole revolution? We'll go a half a turn clockwise. Let me lock that back. Because I think if you go too much, you can, like, it'll bind. I don't know, it definitely feels tighter. I'd probably have to drive it. I guess I'll go drive it and see if there's a difference. Alright, well that definitely tightened it up. I don't really know how to describe it other than it just feels tighter. Feels newer, like less sloppy. So yeah, just that little bit did quite a bit. So if you guys have a sloppy steering wheel on your Samurai, give that a shot. Maybe do a half a turn or a quarter of a turn at a time and then just check it. But seemed to help. Where I used to get sideways in my Cobra all the time. You could turn around right here and then just nail it. I wish my dad could drive this again right now and see what he thought. I know he would think it feels a lot better. Significant difference, so I'm happy. Because I thought it was the tires, you know, but actually just doing that minor adjustment makes the tires, like what I thought was the tires, feel a whole lot better. And I'm comparing this to my buddy's dad's Samurai that I drove. His just felt a lot smoother, and this feels a lot more like that now, so awesome. I love a free fix. That's really cool. It took like 2 minutes. Oh, I didn't tell you guys the good news. So, since I've been having trouble passing emissions, I was thinking about trying to get it registered as a collector car. And when I had my 03 Cobra, I could not get that thing to pass emissions. With the headers and the heat exchanger and everything that it had on it, it wouldn't get warm enough fast enough to ready the sensors. So I just did some research and then I insured it with Haggerty as a collector car, and at that point you register it and you don't have to pass emissions, at least here in Arizona where I'm at. So I just never figured that they would do it for Samurai, but I googled it earlier, will Haggerty insure 1987 Suzuki Samurai, and it said yes, they do. I was blown away. So anyway, I think that's what I'm going to try to do. And then, because this thing runs so good, I really don't like the idea of having to detune it or anything. So I'm going to try that Monday morning, tomorrow. I'll call Haggerty, and if I can get it insured with them, then that's it. I just take that down to one of those walk-in places that charges you a little bit more. Here in the US, we have motor vehicle division, and it takes forever to do anything in there. But they've also got these little hole-in-the-wall places that you can go to, and when you go there, you pay a couple bucks more, but you don't have to wait forever. And they can do almost everything the other places can do. So I'm really excited about that. Something I would like to take care of in this video is fixing how nasty this radiator is and how nasty these valve covers are. They just look terrible. Everything else on the engine looks okay, but like look at the rust and crap and oxidation on that. And I have several different kinds of high heat paint, so I got everything I need to do it. So I think I'm gonna start prepping that. So guys, I have this stuff. This stuff is good. It's called engine enamel, good for 500 degrees. So I'll probably do the valve cover with that. And then this other stuff is way overkill. but it's up to 1200 degrees it says. So I guess that's what I was going to do the engine bay in. Kind of ridiculous, like I said, but I could use either probably. But I think I'm going to start with the radiator, see how far I get here. I think I need to back this shroud off. Wow, look at these little tiny. You're gonna want to come out. These little tiny guys hold the shroud on. Thinking it's just 4 bolts. Guess we will see. There's 2. Oh, that one's gonna be okay. It's loose anyway. Yeah, I think that's probably all I need. Just enough to get it back to paint it. You guys can really see that. Probably paint the hardware too. This was right up against it, so now it's loose, so I can get in there and sand it and shoot it from this side. I think there's only one more holding it on down there somewhere. I'm trying to get this hardware good so I can paint it. It's the bolts I just took out, and I'm wearing a glove because I just nicked my finger pretty good, and it's like so hard using a glove, especially with tiny screws like this. Can't even do it really. But then when you do it without, it grabs your finger and rips it back. But I still think it's better than with a damn glove, because you can actually put the screw where you need it. Well, both of these cans say they stop rust, so I'm going to use the engine enamel one since I don't have a whole lot of other stuff to use this on. I want to save that stuff for the firewall and fender wells and stuff, I guess. Come on, baby. There you go. Okay, back to sanding. There was a bunch of coyotes yipping over there a second ago. They were doing it for quite a while too. I should have stopped the time lapse sooner. Okay, I'm hoping this doesn't go everywhere. All over the frickin' alternator. Damn it. Well, that sucks. I wanted to get that off so I could kind of clean around it and paint it. It looks kind of nasty, a little corroded. Yeah, that looks like a job for Mr. Spinny Steel Whirler thing. Alrighty. I think I got this all prepped as good as I need it to be. Just gonna do a mist at first. Just wanted to show you guys, I just pulled this out of the little vat. This is the one that I started yesterday. It looks pretty darn black. The others, however, seat belts that got started later, they don't look quite as black. They're more of like a dark purplish color, but you can see that. I'm gonna set it back in there and hopefully they'll all be really black tomorrow. Alright, it's been a few minutes, plus the radiator's already, it was hot because I drove it not that long ago, so I'm gonna hit it with another light coat. I think while we're waiting, I got this rust refund. I just kind of want to do a no prep test here. Anyway, I'm not going to follow the directions. I'm just going to put like a hefty dose right here and come back and check it later, like scrape into it and see if there's any rust or see if it all turned into iron oxide or whatever this stuff converts it to. I think iron oxide is rust. There's a name that I'm just sounding stupid, but anyway, it converts it from iron oxide to something else. So I'll just do that, and then I'll do like that, and then do a really thick area like that. And then once that's all dry, we can come back with a scraper tool and see what's underneath. All right, it's been a little longer. It's getting dark, so I need to hurry up and do this. Top down, maybe? Alright guys, it's still wet, but I went ahead and put it back together because I want to close the hood. I was just real careful with everything and got these are painted. I don't know, you probably can't even tell, but anyway, it looks nice. Luckily no bugs landed in it yet, so that's good. So I'm going to go ahead and shut the hood so it can dry without more schmutz falling in it. Say goodnight. Good night, radiator. Alright guys, well, I will see you mañana. Hey guys, it's early morning. I was just editing, and lately I've been editing every single night just so that when I have 2 or 3 days worth of footage, it's not so daunting to do it all at once. So, but tonight all I had was just today's footage, and I was already at 39 minutes into the video, and I can only do 40 with my software. So I wanted to insert this to let you guys know what happened, and apologize that we didn't get around to doing the seatbelt dye and that little experiment with the rust reformer and stuff, but we'll start the next video off with that, and I'll try to get that out in the next day or so. But anyways, guys, sorry about that. As always, I appreciate you watching, and please subscribe if you haven't. That would really help me out. And yeah, guys, thanks again, and we'll see you very soon. Take care.